Hey, welcome back to YT Finance, and today we are talking about Nano Dimension's NNDM stock, and we will specifically be focusing on their price prediction of $67 and their overall 5-year forecast regarding their pathway to success, so we can determine if this is a long-term stock to hold. Then after that, we will discuss some of Cathie Wood's lesser-known favorite picks and stocks that she has put into her Ark Investment ETFs. Go and press the like button right now for more Nano Dimension stock analysis. Comment down below your thoughts on Nano Dimension stock. Turn on subscription notifications if you are new. And now let's make you some free money with Webull. Webull is a free brokerage app where you can buy and sell stocks, options, and cryptocurrencies. But right now, you can get 2 free stocks with Webull. You can get the first free stock, which can be worth anywhere from $2 to $250 for just creating an account. And you can get a second free stock, which can be worth up to $1,600 if you invest $100 or more on your first deposit. You will have a 1 in 100 chance of getting stocks like Facebook, Starbucks, or Snapchat, and you have a 1 in 50 chance of getting stocks like Google or Procter & Gamble. To get this offer, just press on the link in my description box down below, but do it quickly because this offer will not last forever. And without further ado, let's get into today's stories. Many investors share Nano Dimension's vision of transforming both of these spaces, but to me, the real potential comes from their ability to make revenues and earnings. Now, Nano Dimension is not making good revenues right now, but NNDM continues to innovate their disruptive technology to where the CEO told investors and analysts this in the Q1 earnings report, and I quote, "We are developing 2 new generations of machines, which are coming in the next 1.5 and 2.5 years. And those machines are going to be the machines that will move us into production machines for fabrication of PCBs and hybrids." If you didn't know, PCB stands for printed circuit board. And this is what Nano Dimension is really known for, especially regarding their Dragonfly 3D printing system. The next generation of the Dragonfly 3D printing system should be available by the end of 2022, and the second generation should be available by the end of 2023. And this is great news for investors because it shows that Nano Dimension is reinvesting back into their own company through research and development to further innovate their products, especially the products that are making them the most money. Currently, investors are betting that Nano Dimension will eventually turn profitable, most likely sooner than expected, because according to Statista, the market for 3D printers will be 59% larger in 2022 and 155% larger in 2024. So this provides Nano Dimension a great opportunity to scale their revenues along with the amazing industry growth. As I have mentioned before, NNDM stock will benefit greatly from Nano Dimension's 3-pronged plan to increase sales of their 3D printing machines, develop new and improved technologies through research and development, and lastly, to acquire even more companies through more acquisitions. As time progresses, we can see Nano Dimension work on their 3-pronged plan, and if we pair that with the industry itself growing very rapidly, this would create a prime opportunity for NNDM to become a profitable company as soon as 2022 or 2023. Now, Nano Dimension did have a net loss of over $17 million in the Q4 of 2020, but this was dramatically lowered in the Q1 of 2021 down to around $9 million. But this is not a problem because Nano Dimension has a balance sheet of around $1.5 billion of cash or cash equivalents and virtually no debt. Plus, they have been upgraded by analysts in terms of value, profitability, and revisions to almost having an A or A+ rating across the board. The CEO is very excited about the future of Nano Dimension, and he expressed his optimism by saying this, and I quote, "What's important is you look at it more like a biotech company model, and the investment is there. We don't need to raise more money. We don't need to have more dilution. We have enough money to go through all the stages and to hit the inflection point. Where are we actually going to affect the industry of electronic publication by changing it and building the digital network of Industry 4.0? The 3D printing market is projected to be worth around $55 billion by 2027, which is a huge increase from close to only around $10 billion in 2019. This would mean if you invested into a 3D printing industry ETF like PRNT, you could see a compounding annual growth rate of 23.5%, which is extremely good, and Nano Dimension is anticipated to take hold of this growth. Now, Nano Dimension stock is very expensive right now, according to their current standings, because currently they are trading at 133 times EV to NTM, which means their stock is very expensive. But this is a balance between what investors think the stock will be worth in the future, on top of its amazing compounding growth potential. So in the future, what is a price target? Well, the price target for 5 years from now is $67. And again, when we forecast past 1 year, it gets really tricky, because even forecasting 1 year, which their 1 year price target is around $14, it's still very difficult, and this is not guaranteed. So if you've done your own research and you like the company and their technology, then it could be a good long-term investment for you, but consider that it is expensive and risky right now. Now let's look at some of Cathie Wood's lesser-known favorite stocks, like ticker symbol CLLS, which is a biotechnology company based in France that develops cancer-related therapies, and Ark Invest owns around 5 million shares worth close to $103 million. This company has consistently beaten analyst estimates and looks to be a good stock to add to a watch list. Next up, we have sklz, ticker symbol sklz, which is an Ark favorite, and to me it's also a great stock to own. It has increased around 57% in the last year, with Ark Invest holding around 6 million shares worth about $114 million. Sklz also has an amazing revenue growth rate, which went up 92% in the last quarter, all the way to $83 million. Another plus for this stock is around 26 hedge funds also own this asset, so that has to tell you something, that there is some value here, or at least they think some value is here, and I think they're right. Cathie Wood also owns Kratos Defense and Security Solutions, ticker symbol KTOS, and about 16 hedge funds own this asset. This company specializes in energy weapons and satellite communications, while also heavily investing into cyber warfare solutions. Ark owns about 5 million shares worth around $143 million. On top of this, they have great revenue growth of 15% year over year, and the last 3 months they made about $194 million. And last but not least, we have ticker symbol CDXS to end our Cathie Wood Ark Invest stocks that go under the radar. Only 13 hedge funds own this stock, but it could be a good stock to add to a watch list. Ark Invest and Cathie Wood think this stock is good enough to invest $143 million into it. So feel free to look into this company yourself, which concentrates on the development and marketing of enzymes for pharmaceuticals and food and medical applications. Now, the revenues in the past 3 months are lower than the other stocks we talked about, coming in at about $18 million, but nonetheless, Cathie Wood does see potential in this company. But what do you all think? Remember to leave a like on this video right now, comment your thoughts down below, subscribe if you are new, and I will see all of you in the next YT video.